It's Christmas and I'm in Tasmania and I'm in Stanley, which is, well, actually not in Stanley, I'm in Smithton. It's Christmas Eve and I've decided to do some cooking. Fortification in a Bacardi and Coke, which should get me through to hopefully the end of it. But the first thing what I'm going to do is I've got to marinate the chicken. So the recipe calls for, oh, and I need to have a biscuit and cheese with this as well. So I've got some nice Tasmanian camembert just here, and I'll get this ready so that I can just get one without disturbing the video. Okay, I've cut up my chicken pieces already, so I've got all that ready cut up, and I'm going to marinate all these because I'll probably only use half, but if I use just half now and half later on, I can pop them in the fridge and use it for another recipe. It calls for coating the chicken pieces with some spices. So I've got some paprika, some turmeric, some cumin, some coriander, and some chili. To make it all stick, of course, you've got to put a little bit of plain flour in it. I found that using a little container like this is I can shake them around and coat them quite early. So it calls for a teaspoonful of each. There's 1 teaspoonful of the paprika. Turmeric gives everything a lovely nice colour. Cumin seeds, yeah, well, I'm not quite sure what they do, but I put them in because I do the recipes. The coriander is a tasty thing, and a little bit of chili as well. I'm starting to use a fair bit of the chili and varying things, so I'll use this a little bit sparingly, but again it adds some nice spices to it. Okay, so what I do now is I want to coat all these pieces, and the best way for me to do that is I put a couple of pieces in and I give them a mix up. I invented this myself, girls. Vegetables are ready, and I'm ready to cook the chicken, heat the chicken up, and then add the veggies later on. I've cut up half an onion. I keep my onions in a bag like this, and I keep my garlic in a bag like this, which really helps. I use my also stored in the same bag. I'm having a bit of trouble keeping my vegetables and keeping the vegetables. I found that the bags with onion and with garlic, they really work quite well. So I've cut up some onion, some ginger here as well. I use my little grater here that my sister-in-law gave me. It's ideal for the van because it's nice and small. I've got my stock cube ready, chicken stock cube. I boiled up some water in my microwave. Thank goodness for a microwave, and thank goodness in the caravan here I'm not connected to power, but my solar panels on the roof are producing 240 volts via an inverter, and I can run a 240 volt and a microwave, just briefly. So I've browned off my chicken and I'm going to take it out of the pan and put it, just to rest it on a couple of paper towels here, dry it out a little bit, although it doesn't have too much oil in it. I'll add a bit more oil here, and I'll do the onion, and later on I'll do the vegetables as well. So I'm going to put the onion and okay, my onion is ready, and I'm ready to add some veggies in that. So I'm going to put my peas and my leek into here. I'm going to add a tablespoonful of chutney to this. And now I'll put in my chicken broth as well. I turned it down. Smells good. The recipe doesn't call for this, but I thought I'd add a little bit of red wine as well, just to give it a bit of colour, perhaps. It's been about 2 or 3 minutes, 5 minutes while I've simmering here. There's a little bit too much fluid there, but that'll reduce as I go along. Chicken looks good, veggies look good. It may be a bit sloppy for some people, but by the time that reduces down, it'll be just the right amount of consistency. I've told you so far, but it's Christmas Eve 2021, and I'm down at Smithton, and this is a way of me entertaining myself for Christmas Eve. But I have some guests here, and the guests are quite interesting. Let me show you the guests. Hi guys, who have we got tonight? We've got 4 of them tonight, and I made the mistake of feeding them. But this little fella here, he's around every night. This one and this one are just bullies, and this one over here is new. Only came in this morning. I feed them, and they're good company. But I could probably add a little bit of water to that. A nice bowl, right colour, and here we go. All right. Happy Christmas, everybody.